fancy intro music. Yeah! Woohoo!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel today, taking a look at the Strange New World crew again, specifically focusing on Uhura there at the very end. Now, the reason that I'm really excited about Uhura is because how she helps change the game, not just for higher level players, but for lower level players as well. Now, when I say higher level players, for those that are unaware, the Strange New World crew was designed to be a hostile grinding crew for levels 52 plus, as in hostile level 52 plus. Now you might go, well, why the heck would you even do that? So just in case you are unaware, let me talk about the reasoning behind the logic there. So if you go to your officer tab and scroll down just a little bit, you're going to get down to the Chin character. Now, this is undoubtedly one of the most important, if not the most important cards in the game to get maxed out. So you want to get that max level reached. But Energy Absorber, if the opponent is a hostile, Chin decreases the damage done by its energy weapons by 30%, works for hostiles level 51 and under. And what you find is the most common crew that you really run into for hostile grinding, and it is the best crew for level 51 and below, is Pike, Moreau, Chin, or Picard Beverly Chin. This works the exact same way. The reason being is it reduces the damage of the hostile by 96%. So very, very good. Now, what can we do past that point? That's where Strange New World was designed to come in, purposely designed to give players a crew for grinding higher level hostiles, which is fantastic. But it doesn't just stop there, and that's what we want to talk about Uhura today. Uhura is good no matter where you're at, and this is a great example of why you want to work on getting the Strange New World crew as soon as you can, because it will help amplify your gameplay, but also make it more efficient. And if you're out there real quick, let me know. Do you grind Borg probes? If you do, you're gonna want to listen to this. Listen to me. I'm being honest. You're gonna want it. This is the good stuff. This is where we separate the men from the boys and the women from the girls. And I don't know. It's stupid. Anyway, Strange New World Uhura is for if you're on an interceptor fighting a battleship, you're going to get a bonus to your mitigation. Now, why is all of that important? Well, let's bring up her attribute screen right here, thanks to stfc.space and Ripper. So you'll see she starts off at not a bad number, but it's not as big as you want it to be, but 500%, going up to 800%, which is where I currently have her, tier 2, and then going over to 11 and higher till you max her out. The higher you have, the easier it is to reach max mitigation. If you remember out there, that is 71.2 or 71.19, depending on a few different factors and what you're fighting and things like that. So the immediate response of why she's good, she's going to give you max mitigation. But beyond that, where is the value? And that's where Spike comes in. I refer to him affectionately as Spike because he's the Strange New World Pike, and we got to have ways to word things. So his ability, prepare for anything when fighting hostiles, increases shield mitigation by 14% when full synergized. Now, I hate the word shield mitigation, so I describe it as shield transfer rate, as in the amount of damage the shields transfer to themselves versus to the hull. So that's what they are adjusting. And that's why I run full synergy crews. In fact, I was running to a couple people who were like, why would you run Leon? It's completely pointless. Leon's stupid. No, Leon gives you full synergy, and that is critical for why these builds are valuable. Now, to give an example of a lower level player using this crew, let's say that you had Pipe Moreau Chin, but you don't have Picard Beverly, but you still want to grind, battleships and explore. Well, you could do it in, a Gladius. And you can see the Gladius able to get a kill versus a very large hostile. The biggest issue here, the Gladius does not produce enough damage, so the fight ends up going 13 rounds, even though I have max mitigation and very high shield transfer rate, compared to, say, Pipe Moreau Talon, which is going to outperform, which is expected. This crew was designed for higher levels, not lower levels, higher level hostiles, that is. But that doesn't mean it has no value. And had this been in a pretty decent D4 or something, I would have had good results. Also, stat stacking matters. You gotta be able to stack those stats. Remember, that's gonna be very key for you as you go throughout this video. And we talk about this all the time on the Twitch channel. If you haven't checked it out, join us. We do a lot of stuff there. But what I really want to get into is talking about this right here. See, this is Pipe Moreau Chin, which many people run as the standard versus 33 probes. Now, there is a better one, which is 5 Chin Talon. But either way, they're still roughly the same. But what if there was a new meta? What if there was a new strategy that was even better And this is why we stress this for all players across the board. Sure, the fancy guy up there in his hegtod needs the ability to bang away at this level, 60 hostile. Woohoo, who cares about the whales, Rev? Well, because this actually helps you. Let me show you why using my favorite tool. Well, not my favorite, because I love all the tools, but if you remember, we did a video about the battlelog tool that JB produced on spocks.club. Let me show you this log here. So what I did is I compared side by side, and I want to show you the amazing power of Uhura here. The amazing power of Spike with Uhura. So this is a full synergized crew. The Pipe Chin on the right side and Spike's crew on the left. Now, are you noticing anything yet? I'm gonna give you a second. Are you noticing anything big? If you are, tag me in the Discord, like, Rev, I know, and like this video while you're here. So what you should be noticing is all that green over there on the chin side would make you think, well, that's the better crew. There's one area that you need to focus on, and it's this one right here. Hull damaged. Spike's crew, led by Uhura, 8,000 hull damage versus Pipe Chin, which took 12,000. Now you might be going, well, it's not that big of a deal. Au contraire, because look at this bottom one, critical percent taken. What does that mean? Well, that means how many shots from your opponent were criticals, as in how hard they punch you in the face, extra hard. If you look over on the right side, Pipe Chin took no criticals, 0%. Of the 4 shots that the Spike crew endured, 3 of them were criticals, and you can tell that by the total damage. 451,000 versus 210,000. So not only did this ship take double the amount of damage, it took less damage to the hull, and that's what matters. This is the value and the power of Uhura. Now, this is also why I'm telling a lot of players like, well, these officers don't affect me. They're just for the big whales. They're just for the big spenders. No, this is why I want everybody to get this crew as quickly as possible, because it's situationally better than just running generic Pipe Pipe Chin, depending on what we're fighting. This outperforms 5 Chintalon. It's the fact that the hull damage is reduced. Thus, you're going to get great results. How good of a result, you might ask? Well, you see these here in the back. What if I told you I managed to beat a 33 probe with a tier 3 Vidar? That'd be kind of wild and crazy, wouldn't it? Well, I did just that. Yeah, believe it or not. Here it is on your screen. So let's take down this pretty picture. Look at this. Normally, a tier 3 Vidar can't touch a 33. Also want to note for you, that's a tier 1 Uhura I did this test with, because I wanted to show what it would be like if a free-to-play player just got this officer straight out the gate. Also, took it a step further. Here's my officer attack bonus, defense bonus on a tier 3, which most people can typically do, but if you can't, that's okay. That's a big deal to me. A tier 3 Vidar normally would never punch up to a 33. Now keep in mind that I've researched and stuff at level 42. But what it is showing you the ability to punch up thanks to the Strange New World crew. This is adjusting the meta, so to speak. Now, here's me run the same thing against a Pro BC doing fantastic damage while also taking very little. Now, nobody's really going to care, I guess, too much about this, but in this particular instance, an increase to max cargo underneath would be useful, but warp speed's actually pretty freaking handy here too. So we've got the increase to our shield deflection dodge and stuff from Uhura. We've got our mitigation, our shield transfer rate, by the way. And then we got a warp speed bonus helping us get there quicker. Line is key there though, helping you get that shield transfer rate to max. This is why I love Strange New World Uhura, is because she directly affects everybody. She's not just for a higher level player to go hit a battleship. She's also now for any lower level player to have an instantly better Borg grinding crew because of how she's designed and set up. And I love that. And this is something we've been talking about a lot on our channel's Discord. This is why I love Strange New World Uhura, that no matter where you're at in the game, this video will stay accurate, barring some weird, crazy, perfect Borg officer, as being one of the better crews to load out, no matter where you're at for going after Borg probes. But you can take the same knowledge that we're talking about here and transfer it to other ships. And I love that. I think that is what makes this really, really good. And if you agree with me, well, like the video. That's all you got to do. Support the channel. Like the video, check it out, share it out with your friends. And One of my favorite new officers. I mean, I talk all the time how I don't like Uhura on ships because the Kelvin Uhura is not any good. Well, the Strange New World Uhura is very good. Very good. This Uhura up here, bleh. This Uhura down here, bingo bango user. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. As always, like the video if you haven't already. It looks like a thumb. So if you can just click the thumb video, that'd be great because it helps out. But also, comment what you think down below. Have you been using this crew already? What do you think? Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next exciting video and let me know what you want to see. Tell me what videos you'll make. I'll do them. That's what I do.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.